Beneath your feet, there may lie a hidden world that challenges everything we think we know about humanity's past. Imagine ancient civilizations carving with astonishing precision entire urban complexes beneath the earth, in eras when, according to what we know, advanced technology simply did not exist. How were these structures created? And more importantly, why? Get ready to explore 10 underground cities so enigmatic and elaborate that they seem to defy historical logic and the technical capabilities of ancient peoples. In this video, we will dive into mysteries that continue to baffle experts and cast doubt on everything we think we know about our evolution. Perfectly aligned corridors, entire communities hidden beneath the surface, ventilated by systems as ingenious as those found in many modern buildings. This raises an unavoidable question. Did these civilizations possess a kind of knowledge that has since been lost to time? Or perhaps, were they aided by something or someone beyond our understanding? You will see, for example, an underground city capable of housing up to 20,000 people, tunnels that span surprising distances, connecting entire regions of the ancient world. Theories pointing to a vast, largely undiscovered global underground network that could link places as distant as Cappadocia, Malta, and even India. And you will find traces of constructions so astonishing that they appear to disregard the laws of physics as we know them. 1. Derinkuyu, an underground city for 20,000 inhabitants. Our journey begins in Turkey, more specifically in the intriguing region of Cappadocia, where Derinkuyu is located, one of the largest and most fascinating underground cities ever discovered. It was uncovered by accident in the 1960s, when a local resident was renovating his home and opened a passage into the unknown. What he found was a civilization literally buried in time. This impressive subterranean metropolis could house around 20,000 people and featured schools, churches, storage rooms, and a sophisticated ventilation system that continues to astonish modern engineers. Symbols of still unknown meaning were found on the walls, possibly serving navigational, religious, or social purposes. The greatest mystery remains. How was such a complex structure excavated in such a remote era, supposedly using only primitive tools? It is estimated that construction began around the 8th century BCE, but the precision and refinement of the work suggests something far beyond the technical abilities attributed to the people of that time. The local rock, known as volcanic tuff, is relatively easy to carve, which may have helped, but it does not account for the level of planning involved. The city, in fact, was expanded over the centuries, which could indicate knowledge passed down through generations. Among its most impressive features are the stone doors, weighing hundreds of kilograms, designed to seal off tunnels in the event of an invasion. These could only be locked from the inside, indicating a high level of concern for the population's protection. And the ventilation system, which keeps air fresh even on the deepest levels, is a marvel of ancient engineering. Scholars speculate that hardened copper tools might have been used, although they still cannot fully explain the accuracy of the excavations. Mysterious markings on the walls suggest methods of work that remain unknown. Some even believe that part of this knowledge may have come from even older civilizations, of which only fragments and theories remain. To this day, the city's structure remains remarkably stable, with no record of major collapses. This raises a fascinating hypothesis. Could these ancient engineers have mastered construction techniques that we somehow have forgotten? And what about you? Do you believe such a feat could have been accomplished with only rudimentary tools? Or do you think there is something in this story that we have yet to understand? The true purpose of Derinkuyu remains a mystery. Some theories suggest it served as a refuge during wars or persecutions, Others indicate that the city may have had a spiritual, ritualistic, or even strategic function. The consensus, however, is clear. Derinkuyu is an architectural achievement that defies conventional explanations. 2. Naurs, a secret labyrinth beneath France. We left the warm soil of Turkey and headed for the French countryside, where the small village of Naurs hides a secret underground. It is a medieval subterranean city formed by a complex network of tunnels and chambers, stretching for nearly 3 kilometers. What is most surprising, however, is the story behind its construction and later reuse. Naurs was essential as a refuge during times of conflict, sheltering hundreds of people underground. With more than 300 interconnected compartments, the site was carefully planned to ensure safety and survival in difficult times. During the First World War, the complex was once again used, this time by soldiers. Many inscriptions with names and messages can still be seen on the walls, true echoes of human resilience. More recent excavations have uncovered everyday objects, coins, household utensils, tools. This shows that even in isolation, its occupants managed to maintain an almost normal life. Drawings and messages carved into the stone suggest that even in the face of adversity, there was room for hope and personal expression. Can you imagine what it would be like to live for months or even years completely cut off from the outside world? Could we replicate such ingenuity with today's resources? And this is just the beginning. The next underground cities on this list will challenge your perception even further of what ancient people were capable of achieving. 3. Tunnels of Malta, the underground mystery of the Hypogeum of Hal Saflieni. We now travel across the Mediterranean Sea to the island of Malta, where one of antiquity's most fascinating archaeological enigmas lies. The Hypogeum of Hal Saflieni. With around 5,000 years of history, this underground complex astonishes with the sophistication of its construction and the mystery that still surrounds it. Carved with impressive precision, the site features rock-hewn chambers that demonstrate remarkable technical mastery, especially for an era without modern tools. One of its most intriguing features is the unique acoustics. Certain areas, such as the so-called oracle room, amplify specific sound frequencies, creating near-mystical effects. This characteristic suggests that sound played a crucial role in the rituals held there, perhaps for spiritual or healing purposes. It is believed that the Hypogeum functioned as both a temple and a burial site, as remains of more than 7,000 individuals were found there. Curiously, many of these skeletons display unusual anatomical traits, which has fueled speculation about the site's true purpose and even about who these people were. The site also impresses with its geometric patterns and wall inscriptions, indicating a notable grasp of symmetry and mathematical knowledge. Local legends speak of mysterious entities that guarded secrets from the beyond, and some even claim that the Hypogeum could be an access point to other dimensions, an idea fueled by old reports of disappearances in the area. Another detail that continues to puzzle researchers is the site's advanced ventilation system. Even without contemporary technology, air circulates remarkably well through the underground corridors, something that still defies scientific explanation. Could this knowledge have come from a forgotten source, or are we still underestimating the intellectual capacities of ancient civilizations? 4. Setenil de las Bodegas, when rocks become roof and home. Leaving behind the excavated corridors of antiquity, we arrive in Spain, in the enchanting town of Setenil de las Bodegas. A living example of how nature can blend with architecture in a harmonious and functional way. Unlike carved-out caves, the constructions here were built using massive rock formations that cover and shape the local houses. These rocks not only lend a unique charm to the town, but also serve as natural protection against weather changes. The homes stay pleasantly cool on hot days and cozy in the winter thanks to the thermal insulation provided by the stones. This clever adaptation dates back to the time of Moorish presence on the Iberian Peninsula, and it still shelters a vibrant community of about 3,000 people. More than a unique landscape, Sentinel is a true testament to human ingenuity in the face of environmental challenges. The symbiosis between stone and shelter reveals a deep connection with the surroundings, combining energy efficiency and strategic protection, as historical records show that the site was chosen for both shelter and defense purposes. In a world increasingly concerned with sustainability, isn't it time we revisited this kind of ancestral wisdom? Sentinel invites us to rethink our relationship with the environment. Adapting to nature, instead of trying to forcefully reshape it, might be the key to more lasting solutions. Amidst all our technology, could we recreate something with this same harmony between home and landscape? Have you ever imagined living in a house that literally grows out of the rock? Could we revive this unique way of coexisting with the natural world? And if you think you've seen it all, get ready to delve even deeper into the mysteries of the past. 5. The tunnels of Edinburgh, hidden echoes beneath the city. Beneath the bustling streets of Scotland's capital, Edinburgh, lies a network of tunnels, forgotten by many but filled with intense stories. Built in the early 19th century, these underground passages were originally intended for storage and logistical routes, but fate led them to serve a much darker purpose. Over time, the tunnels became a refuge for marginalized individuals who sought shelter there under precarious conditions. In the dark and damp interiors of these galleries, thousands faced abandonment and poverty, surviving far from society's view in unhealthy and suffocating environments. Today, this subterranean labyrinth is remembered not only for its historical value, but also as a stage for inexplicable phenomena. Many visitors report paranormal experiences, such as apparitions, mysterious noises, and unsettling sensations. But beyond the supernatural aspect, the site also reveals a painful chapter of urban history. The inequality and social exclusion experienced there remain etched in the collective memory. Recent archaeological research has uncovered objects such as amulets and small altars, suggesting that the former underground dwellers sought spiritual protection to endure the harsh reality in which they lived. Are these ghost stories merely echoes of human trauma suffered within those walls, or is there something deeper in the forgotten corridors beneath the city? The tunnels of Edinburgh go beyond mystery tourism. They stand as a grim reminder of the social wounds of the past that still echo beneath our feet. And you, would you dare explore those corridors where every step seems to awaken voices from a time many would rather forget? 6. Petra, the Nabateans' underground treasure. In the heart of the Jordanian desert lies Petra, a city carved into the rock that continues to captivate visitors from all over the world. While its stone-carved monuments are famous, few know that Petra holds even deeper secrets, quite literally. Beneath its iconic facades lies an intricate underground system built with astonishing ingenuity. The Nabateans, in addition to being skilled architects, were true pioneers of hydraulic engineering. They developed a sophisticated water harvesting system with underground channels, cisterns and reservoirs, enabling survival in one of the driest places on Earth. Modern scholars still marvel at the complexity of the Nabatean water supply system. How could a desert civilization construct such advanced infrastructure? Petra, more than an architectural masterpiece, is proof of the deep environmental understanding of its builders. The city featured aqueducts, dams, and storage techniques so effective that they ensured sufficient water even during long droughts. This knowledge, passed down through generations, not only sustained life in Petra, but also turned it into a center of trade and learning. Researchers suggest that the underground temples may have hosted educational activities, teaching astronomy, mathematics, and other sciences, raising the possibility that this wisdom influenced neighboring cultures. With all our modern technology, can we truly create something as harmonious with the environment as the Nabateans did millennia ago? 7. Kish, the city of forgotten tunnels. Leaving the Jordanian desert behind, our journey continues to Iran, where the ancient city of Kish once stood as one of the most vibrant commercial hubs of antiquity. Hidden beneath the surface lies a complex tunnel network known as the Qanats, underground canals that still intrigue engineers and archaeologists today. These tunnels were designed to transport water across vast distances in arid regions, using only rudimentary tools. Most impressive of all, many of them still function even after thousands of years. The Qanats were more than mere irrigation channels. They were developed with precision to conserve water, reduce evaporation, and maintain a stable temperature, an environmental engineering feat adapted to a harsh climate. This technical mastery reveals the deep understanding the inhabitants of Kish had of their land and their society's needs. Research indicates that the Qanats were part of larger community systems, reflecting remarkable social organization and urban planning. Could it be that this civilization possessed collective awareness and development strategies as effective as, or even more effective than, our own? Such discoveries prompt us to wonder whether this knowledge was acquired through trial and error, or whether ancient peoples possessed technical wisdom that has since been lost to time. And this is just one piece of the puzzle. Many more underground cities filled with mysteries still await discovery. 8. Moose Jaw, mysteries beneath the Canadian soil. Crossing the Atlantic, we arrive in Canada, in the quiet town of Moose Jaw. Beneath its calm streets lies a tangle of tunnels steeped in history, urban legends, and echoes of the past. These tunnels began to be dug in the late 19th century, offering refuge to Chinese immigrants fleeing persecution and seeking a more dignified life. Over time, however, these underground corridors took on unexpected roles, especially during the Prohibition era in the United States. Many accounts suggest that the infamous Al Capone may have used Moose Jaw's tunnels as part of his smuggling network. Although evidence is scarce, the myth persists, deepening the mystery surrounding the site. More than just criminal hideouts, these tunnels also sheltered immigrant workers in precarious conditions, revealing the darker side of social marginalization. Studies show that the tunnels were not only used for alcohol trafficking, valuable goods also passed through them, making these underground paths a strategic piece in cross-border illicit trade. This raises the question, were Moose Jaw's tunnels merely a haven for unlawful activities, or silent witnesses to the survival and ingenuity of marginalized communities? Perhaps they reveal not only crimes, but also stories of resistance, adaptation, and courage in the face of adversity. 9. The Ellora Tunnels, ancient mystery of Indian engineering. Amid India's vast historical landscape stands one of antiquity's most intriguing feats, the enigmatic Ellora Tunnels. Part of a grand cave complex carved directly into rock, this site continues to astonish and intrigue experts, especially due to its underground passages shrouded in mystery. With an estimated origin of over 1,500 years ago, the Ellora caves encompass temples, monasteries, and secret corridors, forming a stunning architectural ensemble. The richness of the carved stone details is striking, particularly considering that it was all accomplished without modern technology. How did these artisans achieve such precision? The tunnels, in particular, fuel hypotheses that go beyond religious functions. Some believe these subterranean structures may have been used strategically, either for defense or with deeper spiritual purposes. More than simple connections between buildings, these tunnels may represent a symbolic journey between different planes of existence. Ancient records found in the region mention the presence of portals leading to celestial dimensions, reinforcing the idea of a mystical intention behind the engineering. Another compelling point is the accuracy of the cuts made in the hard basalt rock. Recent studies suggest that unusually precise tools were used, hinting at the mastery of sophisticated techniques that defy the technological knowledge of the time. Ace, why, after all, dig so deep into the heart of stone? It seems unlikely that they were merely hiding places or shortcuts. Many scholars argue that these tunnels were part of a broader spiritual structure, symbolizing the passage from the earthly world to the divine. The theory that advanced knowledge, possibly lost today, was applied in the excavations continues to spark debates about the limits of human ingenuity. Did the artisans leave behind hidden symbols, enigmas, or encoded messages for future generations? Recent scans using advanced technology revealed geometric figures on the walls, invisible to the naked eye. Some resemble stellar formations, suggesting that the builders may have had a remarkable command of ancient astronomy. Could we be looking at ancient camouflaged observatories created to record celestial cycles? Do you think these structures served purely practical purposes? Or do they conceal spiritual and cosmic meanings that we still do not fully understand? 10. The Labyrinths of Havida, ancient myth or hidden reality. We conclude with one of the greatest enigmas of the ancient world, the Labyrinths of Havida, allegedly located in the heart of Egypt. Cited by classical thinkers such as Herodotus, this immense underground complex was said to house thousands of interconnected rooms and corridors, challenging even the most seasoned explorers. Despite the lack of definitive confirmation, recent excavations point to structures that align with descriptions left by ancient historians. A site so vast and intricate that, according to the accounts, it could not be navigated without a guide. Classical authors like Strabo and Diodorus Siculus reported the existence of sacred guardians responsible for protecting access to the labyrinth. More recently, the use of ground-penetrating radar has revealed underground formations in Egypt that closely resemble Herodotus's descriptions. Still, no conclusive evidence has been found. Could the secrets of ancient dynasties, or perhaps even records of humanity's origin, be hidden there? But what could have motivated the creation of such an elaborate labyrinth? Some theorists suggest that Havida might have served as a monumental vault, intended to safeguard sacred objects or documents containing fundamental revelations. Others argue it was designed as an impenetrable defense system, hindering access for potential invaders. Could this place conceal truths that still remain hidden? More than a physical mystery, Havida represents an intellectual enigma. Historical records indicate that it housed advanced knowledge, star maps, and clues about the origins of life on Earth. This leads many to believe it was a kind of ancestral library designed to withstand time and preserve knowledge through great cataclysms. But why have we never definitively discovered it? Was it deliberately buried or destroyed? Or does it still lie waiting beneath layers of earth and forgotten history? Could unearthing Havida mean we are on the verge of rewriting the narrative of human history? Some experts suggest that later civilizations may have deliberately concealed the labyrinth, fearing the knowledge within could be misused. Ancient texts support this idea by referring to the site as sacred and forbidden to outsiders. Could Egypt still be hiding a repository of ancestral wisdom beyond our reach? In your opinion, is Havida merely a well-told myth? Or are we facing one of the most remarkable creations in history, still hidden beneath the sands of time? These 10 extraordinary underground cities reveal that humanity's journey may be far deeper and more astonishing than we imagine. They challenge our understanding of the past and showcase skills and knowledge that once seemed unreachable for ancient civilizations. As we explore these subterranean structures, we are led to question the limits of human creativity and ingenuity. Are there still buried mysteries waiting to be uncovered? Do we possess only scattered fragments of a history we have yet to fully piece together? And you? Which of these underground cities caught your attention the most? Do you believe the ancients knew more than we give them credit for? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the enigmas of the past, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with friends who love history, and subscribe to the channel for more incredible content like this. And now, on your screen, recommended videos that will take you even deeper into humanity's mysteries. Click and continue this fascinating journey.